Hey guys and girls, how you going? Hope you're all well. Just want to make a video about weight loss and dieting and how I managed to lose quite a bit of weight. I lost about over 40 kg. It's practically called, or I like to call, halve everything you eat diet. And what we want to do, the outcome, what we want to train our minds to do, is to eventually get down to one meal a day, which is possible as an adult. And these are the steps that I took to get there. In the Western world, I'll go back a few steps. In the Western world, growing up in primary school and as children, we're taught that, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And you can do that. It's all about portion size. But we're going to try and get down to one meal a day. It is possible. So a friend of mine told me about a diet many moons ago, where he was also overweight, and he went to the doctor, got a blood test. They looked at all what was in his blood, sugars, whatnot, and then they wrote out a diet plan. And the fundamentals of his plan, this diet plan, was to weigh everything that you eat. Again, comes down to portion size. So if you're having a steak, pasta, whatnot, you have to weigh it, and you can't go over that weight, and you've got to stick to this plan. Without doing all that, without going to the doc and buying food scales and all this stuff, the easiest way to do it is literally to halve everything that you eat and replace the second half with a bottle of water. So, and also we want to cut out sugar as well, but I'll show you how to do that. This is what I did anyway. So, breakfast, lunch, dinner. In the morning, with our morning coffee, we want to try and cut out sugar. One way to train your mind to be able to do that, steps to be able to do that, is when you're making your coffee, if you have one sugar or two sugars, halve everything. So if you have two sugars in your coffee, the best way to do it is physically put 2 teaspoons of sugar in your coffee mug, then take 1 teaspoon out, put it back in the container. Do this for a week, couple of weeks, however long it takes to train your mind, and after a while, you'll start drinking coffee with 1 sugar, and then after a while, don't put any sugars, or go from 1 sugar to half a sugar, and slowly break it down to the point where you're not adding any sugar to your coffee. And then let's say, for instance, you have 5 Wheat Bix in the morning. Halve everything. Go from 5 to 2.5. If need be, put 5 pieces of Wheat Bix in a bowl, and then take out 2.5. Break 1. Leave 2.5 in there. So just literally halve everything, put it back in the box, and then have that 2.5 pieces of Wheat Bix. And then, this is important as well, you don't have to eat at 12 o'clock. So if you have breakfast at 6, 7 a.m., try prolong as long as you can to eat. So try having your lunch, try not eating for about 8 hours. Prolong it. Only start eating once you get stomach pains. Sorry, side note, you're going to get headaches for the first couple of weeks because you're halving your intake, your mind and your gut is saying, feed me, but we want to prolong that. So you're going to cop a couple of headaches for the first few weeks, because we're going to replace everything that we eat with a bottle of water. Or the second half, we're gonna halve our meals and replace that second half with a bottle of water. And then, so that's for lunch. Dinner rolls around. Again, we don't want to eat past 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. We want to go to bed hungry. So whatever you have for dinner in the evenings, halve it. 2 bowls of soup, half. 1 bowl of soup. Or if you have 1 bowl of soup, no bread, halve it again, half a bowl of soup. Replace that second half with a bottle of water. Don't sip at it, drink it quickly so it gets into your gut quickly and it feels like you're full and it feels like you've had a meal. You're going to cut out the carbs, the sugars, whatever was in that second part of the meal, we're cutting it out and we're just drinking water. Now, do this for a few weeks. You want to go to bed hungry and then wake up again in the morning, have a small meal. Preferably you'd want to wake up again. That's a good point. Small meal, prolong, go as long as you can, till about 2-3 in the afternoon. Have some lunch. Again, 2 slices of pizza, have 1. 2 sandwiches, have 1. Or if you're having 1 sandwich, half a sandwich, and replace that second half with that. And don't eat extra, don't eat fruit, unless you're just having that piece of fruit. Don't add to it. So we're trying to shrink our guts, we're trying to make our stomach smaller. So we're less intake. You're doing that for a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, depending on how long it's going to take you to be able to sustain that. And then all we're doing literally is we're going to reverse that. We're going to change the formula. We're just going to reverse the formula. So in the morning, have your breakfast, have your 2 Wheat Bix and 2.5 Wheat Bix and your coffee, no sugar, preferably by this stage. And then for lunch, we're going to have the bottle of water first. We're going to drink, we're going to consume a bottle of water quite quickly. 700 mil, how much, what are these things? I think they're 600 mil. We're going to down one of these quite quickly to think that, so our gut thinks that it's full. And then you can even drink a litre if you want. And then if you think you're still hungry, then have the meal, then have your sandwich, then have your 1 slice of pizza or half a slice of pizza or 1 bowl of soup. But by this stage, by, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th week, depending on how long it takes you, your body's going to feel full and it's going to feel comfortable just drinking that bottle of water. And then again, when it comes to dinner time, bottle of water first, then have your meal if need be. And you want to just have your bottle of water and go to bed hungry. And this way, the body's going to be eating away at its reserve. Yeah, like a bear in the winter time eats and eats and eats and eats and eats, and then goes into hibernation. We're not bears, so we're not going to do that. We're people. So you literally want to go to bed hungry, and then your body's going to eat away at its reserves, and then hopefully eat away at its fat. And then, so this is the second stage of the diet. So after this stage, when you're having a bottle of water first and you're consuming less food and your stomach is shrinking, we're now literally going to go down to 1 meal a day. So this is about week 5, 6, 7. Every individual case is different, but around there. And so you're going to skip lunch. You're going to skip breakfast. You're just going to be consuming water. By the middle of the day, somewhere around the middle of the day, you're going to have half a sandwich or a sandwich, a salad sandwich, something healthy. And then the rest of the day, you're just going to be drinking water again. And you're probably thinking, this guy's bonkers, but I was 134 kg and I got down to under 80 in the space of, you do start to lose weight once you go down to 1 meal a day. At the start, you'll be losing weight in small increments, but by week 5 or 6, depending on how well you're doing. After week 5 and 6, when you're down to 1 meal a day and you're just drinking water, you're going to lose weight at a rapid pace. Really rapid. And this is another important point now. You need to tell someone that you're dieting and you're doing this diet, and you need to monitor your weight. And you need to get them to monitor your weight. And this is the important part. Let's say you weigh 110 kg. You want to get down to 80. You're going to try and stop dieting when you're about 85 kg, because your mindset is going to be saying, don't eat, don't eat, don't eat. You're going to be drinking waters. However, if you decide to stop dieting when you get to 80, you're not, because you're in the mindset of not eating, so you're going to go well under. That's what happened to me. I was 134 kg. My desired weight that I wanted to get down to was 80. But when I got to 80, this is after a couple of weeks, let's say 8-9 weeks of this extreme dieting, you're in the mindset of not eating. So I went well under. I think I got down to 74 or 75 kg, and I was way too skinny. As you can see now, I'm now to put on weight, I'm actually reversing everything that I just spoke about. Because of a friend of mine commented and said something like, dude, if I don't hold your hand when we go out, if the wind picks up, you might fly away. So, yeah, too skinny. So, that's the way I did it. That's the way I lost rapid weight loss. It is possible. You're probably thinking, bullcrap, what's this guy talking about? Mate, proof is in the pudding. And as you can see, when I was, so we're 2022, we're approaching 2023 now. So 2020, I was working in Werribee, I reckon. Werribee street train removal, and I was a triple extra large shirt, and I was pant size were 107 regular, so I think I was about a 42 waist, 134 kg. I couldn't put on my socks in the morning. I snored that loud. I had a quadruple chin. I snored that loud the neighbours would wake up. That's how loud I was snoring. And I had to do something about that. And what I remember distinctly was a friend of mine saying, dude, it's all about portion size. Eat what you want to eat. Just cut everything in half. Preferably cut out the sugars and the sweets, but it's all about portion size. Whatever you eat, halve it. Simple. None of this, you can eat healthy and whatnot, but without going too spastic. Whatever you're having for dinner, whatever you're having for breakfast tomorrow, lunch tomorrow, dinner tomorrow, halve it. Simple. And slowly train your mind to eat less and less. Start drinking these. Start replacing the second half of your meal with a bottle of water. And you're laughing. This is easier done in summer because you can just constantly drink water as the days get warmer. Not like these crappy days that we've had in the last few days with all this rain. And myself personally, I hate going to the gym. I've had a million gym memberships, used it for a couple of months, not even over it, don't like it. I don't like going to the gym, I don't like running. I've got a bad back, I can't lift weights, I can't lift anything. Personally, I think going to the gym is when you get down to your desired weight, you now want to tone and tone your physique and build some muscle or get some abs. That's later on down the track. I lost 50 kg without going to the gym, without running, just eating right and cutting down my portion size. Towards the end, I did go on a bit of a health kick. I started going hiking once a week on a Sunday. I'd go to bed on an empty stomach, get up, water, no breakfast, do a 10K hike, so between 10,000 and 14,000 steps, and not eat till I got home and had a shower after I showered. So no dinner, get up in the morning, water or a coffee, no big deal, it's literally water. No breakfast, do a hike between 10 and 12,000 steps, finish the hike, get on the waters, obviously because you want to hydrate, you don't want to dehydrate, flush it out, get back on the waters, come home, shower, then have a sandwich. If you're doing all the exercise and you're burning away without eating, you don't want to have breakfast. You don't want to have breakfast and then go burn it off. You don't want to have breakfast, and then your body's going to burn off whatever's there, which is minimal, and you're going to lose weight. In the first part of the diet, you're not going to show any signs. You're not going to see any results for the first couple of weeks. This is when you're first getting into the diet, and you're going to, like what everybody does, this ain't working, and you're going to kick it. At that point, at that 3-4 week mark, you continue another 4 weeks, and you're going to lose weight at a rapid pace. Rapid. And this is what I mean. This is what I said before. If you want to get down to 80 kg, you got to stop dieting at about 85, 87, because you're in that mindset. Your mind is processing. It's just saying at that stage by week 6, 7, 8, you're not eating at all. You've halved everything, so you're consuming a lot less, and you'll be dropping weight at a rapid rate. And that's what I did, and here I am now. And actually, how I said not to go to bed on a full stomach, I'm actually going to do that now. It's late, I'm about to hit the sack, but because I've got under and I want to put on weight, now I'm going to have a meal. So it's close to 2200, 10 p.m. And I'm going to have a meal and then go to bed. So people that, this is funny, she might see this, she might not. A friend of mine, I was on the phone with a while ago, and it was late. It was about, I don't know, 9:30, and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, just having some dinner. Okay. Bit late, isn't it? Yeah, but I haven't eaten all day, and I'm trying to lose weight. Okay, but you're having dinner now, even though it is healthy while you're eating, you're filling up your gut, and then you're going to sleep. You're not actually burning it off. You have to burn it off. If you go to sleep on a full gut, you're going to put on weight. I believe anyway. So it was a bit pointless. I felt like saying to her, dude, whatever you eat, you got to burn off as well. So I have dinner with a mate of mine. We go out, have a couple of steaks, but then we go walk and we try to do, we walk down the street, but at pace. You know what I mean? So you got to burn off what you've just consumed as well. Otherwise, it's gonna store in fat. Especially when we go out and we indulge. And we have a couple of beers. God, I've got a pint right now. Go have a couple of beers or a steak and some chips and whatnot. And these are carby foods. So you gotta burn it off. So yeah, just some dot points. Yeah, we want to cut out the sugars. I said quick video, we're approaching 20 minutes. We want to cut out the sugars as much as possible. Small breakfast. At the moment, I have one teaspoon coffee, no sugar, full cream milk, none of this like skim milk bullcrap. And I have 5 teaspoons of oats in a coffee mug. and I add to that literally a handful of berries, which is optional. To keep it simple, 5 teaspoons of oats and 2 teaspoons of yogurt, literally just to lubricate the oats, to get them down your throat into your gut. And literally it's like a fifth of a mug. It's not a lot. But I've been doing this for a year now, so my mind has accepted it, and I can do it. And when I was doing this diet, at week 10, going into my 3rd month, I was having 1 piece of flat bread a day, and that's it. No filling. There was nothing in it. Just a piece of flatbread, like a piece of Turkish bread or flat white bread from Coles. 1 piece, and the rest of the day was just consuming water. And I was fine. No headaches. Everything was fine. Piece of fruit here and there. Banana in the morning. Apple in the afternoon. And yeah, for the first couple of weeks when you're starting a diet, you're going to cop headaches. No, because you're saying, hey, your mind's saying, where's the food? Says your gut. But now I can't even have a big meal. I can't. I'll be stuffed after the second slice of pizza. I used to down a large myself as a snack, but not anymore. Occasionally, once in a while, but you'll be running through the loop because your gut will be full. So that's the way I did it. I like to call it literally the Halve everything you eat diet, and replace it with water. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves. We're in November, hence the mo. Hope everybody's doing their part. Take care. Speak to you guys soon. Ciao.